Hi everyone, Jessica here from the ZOE Report. Happy Saturday and happy Fashion Week. We are already 3 days into the insanity and we have already seen some really incredible looks. And I am so excited because I am honored to be hanging out with today backstage beauty maven Charlotte Tilbury. Hello.
Thank you so much.
And with Charlotte is Britt from Birdie. Hi. Also hanging out today, we have some of my all-time favorite beauty bloggers and editors. First, we have Sophia from Allure.
Hi.
And next, we have Julia from Gal Meets Glam.
Hi.
And Annabelle from She's in the Glow.
Hi.
And another awesome beauty authority, Ashley from August Skin.
Hi.
Okay, so now that we've met everyone, let's just dive right into the questions. Obviously, fall is officially, or almost officially here, which is a really exciting time in the beauty realm. So I want to know, what fall beauty trends are you most excited about? And let's start with you, Charlotte and Britt.
Okay.
Yeah, you go first.
I'm most excited about some of the looks that I created on the Tom Ford fashion show, the Donna Karan fashion show, and the D Square fashion show. A lot of them were these kind of very illuminated skin, glossy eyes were a big trend last season. In fact, we're still seeing them again this season. Kind of bronzy, gorgeous, sort of smoky eyes, so different takes on bronzy kind of textures and lots of gloss on the eyes. I wouldn't recommend it at home, because by the time they've walked down the end of the runway, it's already like dripping off. You're like, oh my God. But it looks amazing when they're looking down when they're walking down the runway. And very kind of like, those very strong brows, very kind of like a Cara Delevingne brow and a little bit of a contour and illuminated skin and a kind of beigey lip. I also love that kind of vampish look that we did at Cushy & Ox, and I did it at Bidou. I know you also saw it, which I didn't do, but the Louis Vuitton show, which is really gorgeous. That kind of very sort of 1920s, 30s sort of hedonistic opium den vamp that I'm quite fond of. So yeah, those were the things that I saw and I loved last season. Definitely the kind of play on textures and skin, and I'm still seeing it now at the beginning of New York Fashion Week.
So gorgeous. What about you, Britt?
I'm super excited about...
Oh, wait, one second.
No.
Rachel Zoe, hello! I forgot.
Yeah.
Wait a moment! I forgot to say, exactly, Rachel Zoe, sorry.
No problem.
Okay, Rachel Zoe was also one of my favourite shows, and we did that whole kind of gorgeous stain on the lip, and we did those bronzy eyes, and actually that, out of all the shows that I've just mentioned, is the one that is the most kind of runway to real way look, where you could actually walk out thinking, actually, I could and would look like that, and I couldn't go wrong, because it's all kind of very pretty and it's not going to drip into your eyes.
So Midge.
Well, I'm excited about glossy eyes too, and trying to figure out how to wear them in real life. But also big hair, which I think we saw was at Bottega Veneta, at Marc by Marc. That sort of embracing the curl and going for it, as well as the shades of burgundy that sort of tie into the vamp look, sort of the rugged burgundy smoky eye, the really bold red lip, even sort of the heavier blush that you use to contour, I think is a fun, super fall look.
More is more.
I agree.
And what about you, Sophia? What fall beauty trends are you excited about?
Well, I have to agree with Britt with the big hair, but more in the sense of playing with texture. So those curls, in the brushed out curls that we saw at Marc by Marc and Bottega, but also the really tight spiral curls at Rochaz and the crimps at Derek Lam. So just really playing around with texture, which I feel like is something we haven't seen in the past few seasons, and embracing the curling iron and if crimping, the few crimping irons that exist. And also, when it comes to nails, I'm not a big nailer. I don't wear a lot of nail art, but the playing around with metallic accents on the nails. We saw it at Rodarte where they did metallic French tips.
Yes.
And at Proval last season with the army green with the gold triangles, and those little accents are just so pretty and so feminine, and they also make it your nails very interesting without having you know, a little cat on your nail. So, which is cute, but I like that. I like the more subdued.
And what about you, Ashley? Do you want to chime into this one?
Yeah, you know, I'm really looking forward to seeing more jewel tones, like deep violets, rich blues, you know, especially on the eyes. And one thing I'm really excited to see are more mascaras that are incorporating these really colorful hues, which are really a simple way for any woman really to brighten up their eyes super quickly.
All about bold color. I love that. Great answers, guys. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Obviously, we're amidst, you know, in the middle of Fashion Week, and that means that every single day we're leaving our hotels early in the morning and staying out till late at night. So I want to know if you guys can spill the details on your on-the-go secrets to getting glam. Sophia, let's start with you.
My secret is to have a good makeup bag and, you know, fully stocked with products that I can use to touch up my makeup throughout the day without having to redo it, and products that don't require brushes or any high maintenance. So I love to have a good concealer. I actually really like the RMS on Cover Up. It's a foundation concealer hybrid, so it gives a little more coverage, and you can spread, it's easily spreadable, and I just put that where there's any redness because my skin's really oily, so after running around backstage a lot, I have no foundation left on. Brow gel, I have fuller brows, so you know, I think you immediately give a polish to your face if you just use a little brow gel, like, you know, Tweezerman makes a good clear one. And then creams, cream blush, the Stila convertible color I always keep in my bag, and, you know, just putting that on your cheeks after, you know, 2 or 3 shows and you look like you just woke up again. And also, tinted balms. I try to stay away from lipstick during Fashion Week because I don't have time to make sure it's not spreading all over my face. So I like to use like a gloss balm. They make a lot of crayon shaped ones, which I love because they're easy to put on, and CoverGirl makes a really good one. And also, you know, you can use it in multiple ways if you want. So you can put it on your cheeks, and that's kind of my on-the-go beauty secrets.
Like making a mental list here. These are great. And Charlotte and Britt, what about you guys?
So I go back. Okay, well, the whole point is I actually have just created a makeup range which is just launched in England, and the whole point of that makeup range is addressing those problems, because for me it's all about solutions. So you know, I literally constantly am on the go. I never have any time. I'm constantly doing my makeup in the back of a cab. So I created this luxury eye palette which literally takes you from the dusk disco. So literally, like, if you literally just dial it up like an old-fashioned telephone, and so that's your day look, and then literally just pop a little bit more on for your night look. So it's just so easy to dial it up. So you're like halfway there already with your day look, and then just before you go out, you just take a bit of the glitter and just pop that on, and you immediately kind of have ready for your evening, for your soiree. And also, another product which is really fantastic is this product called Film Star Bronze and Glow, and actually on the pack it says this is a secret that silver screen sirens have kept to themselves for years, and it's a great highlight. It gives you that amazing candlelit skin and sort of immediately kind of brings out your facial framework. And when we're all looking a bit exhausted, I'm permanently exhausted because I'm running around the planet and I'm going from show to job and sort of running crazy hours, and I like to have fun and I do too many things. Basically, so this just, you know, pop a bit of bronze on and it immediately lights up your skin. You immediately look like you've had a little bit of a holiday. It's a heavenly product that no one should be without.
Amazing.
A bit of gloss and
we all need that.
And I could go on, but yeah, I'm telling you, we all need this. The
big thing I need to get through a day are blotting papers. It's super glamorous, but I think that they're the most valuable thing when you're running around from show to show. A couple bobby pins and a red lip, and that's kind of all I carry in my bag. By 4 o'clock, when everything starts to look a little bit tired, I just throw my hair up and put on a red lip, and it's like I'm revived and I can make it through the rest of the night.
Yeah, a multitude of things.
I'm into Max Riri Woo right now. Rihanna's.
That's sold out in 2 hours.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's great. I love that. Go get it.
It's like a little low maintenance glam, just like throw on a red lipstick, put your hair up.
Yeah.
Love that. Yeah. And let's wrap this question up with Julia.
So I always keep 2 beauty products in my bag all the time with me for whenever I'm traveling or I'm going out. And Bare Minerals eye brightener is my favorite product. If I'm looking a little tired, I just dab it under my eyes or along my cheeks, and I instantly look refreshed. And I also love Bobbi Brown's lip gloss. Just keeping a neutral lip to throw on if I'm looking kind of tired or I just need a little bit of color. The beige pink is my favorite shade.
Thank you. I'm going to have to make a list of all of these products. Yeah. Those are some great tips. Okay, next question. The reason we're all here is because Spring Fashion Week is happening, OMG, and I'm curious to know what beauty looks you guys have seen on the runways or backstage that you're obsessed with. I'm actually going to start this one because, as you guys can see, I have this crazy crown braid going on. I actually saw this at both Rebecca Minkoff and Nicole Miller yesterday, and I was so obsessed with it that I went to Dream Dry this morning and was like, I need a crown braid. So this is a look I'm really excited about for spring. But what about you? Let's go with Julia.
So we're about to take a look at one of my favorite looks, and it's actually from Rag & Bone. And there's a gorgeous matte orange lipstick, and the makeup is really neutral and dewy, and the skin's just glowing, and I love the pop from the lip. We also saw orange on Suno in the nails, which I thought was really beautiful. Great, just like fun color. And also a gold glittery eyeshadow at Jason Wu, which I just thought was beautiful. I love gold tones, and I don't usually wear eyeshadow, but when I do, it's a neutral or a gold, and I just thought that was stunning.
Oh my gosh, so excited. And what about you, Annabelle?
Well, Julia, you and I should have talked first before discussing our favorite looks. I have to agree with you. I loved Rag & Bone. I was backstage yesterday, and just seeing Gucci Westman in action was so amazing. And she created this amazing dewy skin on all the models, which is very signature for Rag & Bone. And what was interesting was the pop of orange, like you talked about. And it was the first time that Rag & Bone has done this amazing lip. So it was kind of this departure from the pale lip that they've always done in the past, which was really great. You know, and I think I'm just going to call it. I think that orange is the color for spring. We saw it at Creatures of the Wind, we saw it at Rag & Bone, and we saw it, as you mentioned, at Suno on the nails. So I think orange is a big deal for spring. And I also loved the center part. That was really amazing. And, you know, so I'm rocking that today.
All about orange. Love it. And what about you, Ashley?
You know, I saw Jason Wu, and it was love at first sight. Those eyes are just everything. The glitter, it's glitter done tastefully. It's not like a disco ball exploded in your face. It's so delicate looking. But I also really liked the eyes at Kate Spade. There had a dual tone with black and white eyeliner. I thought that was really pretty as well.
Ultra cool. Okay, let's move on. I'm so excited about this next part because Charlotte has actually already done a makeup demonstration on Brit, so she's going to talk us through it now. Charlotte, do you want to tell us kind of what you did? And we're going to get a before photo of Brit up here as well.
Great. So,
there we go.
Are you ready? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So what I've done on Brit is I've just put a little bit of kind of foundation on the face, a little bit of concealer, lined the lips, put a bit of a seduction lip gloss on. And then what I'm doing, actually, this is the kind of what I was talking about, women who have no time, on the go. Okay. And people who will not engage with makeup. Like, they're like, I have 2 minutes and that's all I'm ever going to give you. So these pencils are fantastic. They're kind of bronzy and they're called Color Chameleons. And you just pop them, close your eyes, you just pop that all over the lid like that, and you can just smudge it in with your finger, and it just gives you that very kind of on trend, pretty bronzy eye. And it's a kind of, you know, it's a wet texture, but it doesn't move all over your face or into your eyes, and it's super easy. Open your eyes for me, darling. And what's also fantastic is they've been designed for brown eyes and green eyes and blue eyes. So literally this is like brown eyes day, and what it does is it just pops, because a lot of makeup artists, when we choose colors, we do it intuitively. And everyone would always say to me, yeah, but I don't know what colors suit me. So I'm like, okay, we're going to make it really simple. These are the colors for brown eyes, and they're going to make you look like you've got lights inside your eyes. Look up, and then you just pop a little bit of that underneath, and you can just get that smudgy, smoky eye in 2 seconds with no skill set.
Charlotte says even her son could do it.
Yeah,
so I'm confused.
Everyone needs a color chameleon.
That's so gorgeous. Okay, so obviously we're amidst spring 2014 right now, but this season aside, I'm curious to know, does anyone have an all-time favorite runway beauty look? Charlotte, do you want to start?
Oh, sorry.
One?
Yes.
No, it's okay.
Okay. Actually, I don't know if we're going to get it up on the screen right now, but it's the Alexander McQueen show that I did with Lee McQueen when he was still alive, and it was a take on Antony and Cleopatra, and it was Elizabeth Taylor in that film, and obviously he did a kind of modern take on it with sort of cream textures, and highlighting and really kind of actually doing that film stuff on some glow type thing on the face, where you want to really kind of light up the cheekbones, and they just look. His shows when I worked with him were just some of the most incredible moments. I mean, they were just pure theatre. And,
so gorgeous.
You know, he was such an inspiration to work with, and he really got involved, and we really went on a journey together in terms of the makeup and the hair and, you know, all his references. And yeah, that's one of my favourite all-time looks.
And can we get a picture of that up on the screen? Do we have that going? There we go.
Oh my God.
See it?
Oh,
Amazing.
beautiful. So gorgeous. And what about you, Sophia?
Well, I think we actually also have a picture of it. It would be the Stella McCartney Fall 2012 show, when the models had very little makeup on the rest of their face, but they had these electric blue lashes that was a pigment put in clear mascara that the makeup artist had used, and it was so striking. And what was, so not only was it a beautiful look that I copied basically ever since I saw the show, but it also it was cool to see it and then see how it influenced both, the trends and the marketplace. We all of a sudden saw bright mascaras from brands like Maybelline and Chanel and Guerlain, and it just, how it all happened a year later. It was very cool because, people hadn't really touched colored mascara for a few years, and so that's the two reasons why that's my favorite show.
It's so cool how, one designer can do that and then it just kind of like trickles down and then everybody does it and it blows up. It's it's amazing. And let's tie this one up with Annabelle. Annabelle, what's your all-time favorite runway beauty look?
Well, this was such a hard question to answer, but I guess my all-time favorite, and I think we're going to look at the image here, was Givenchy's Spring 2011 show in Paris. And it was this kind of love story of a surfer and a mermaid, and Natalia just walked down the runway and she had these amazing tousled waves in her hair, and the skin was perfect and dewy and glowy and clean and radiant. That's one of my favorite looks. And the main point of this look was these sequins, these silver sequins that have been cut in half, and each half of the sequin was put either on the top of the eye, the top and the bottom. So when the eye was closed, it kind of created this whole sequin, and then it was opened. It was this amazing look. So yeah, that was my favorite look.
That look is seriously so insane. Okay, back to present day. Obviously, we still have all of New York Fashion Week left, and then 3 more cities of shows. So I'm curious to know what trends and colors and looks do you think are going to be big for spring, like what your predictions are. Charlotte, let's start with you.
My predictions for spring, summer are the bronze, the vampish kind of sort of berry-coloured dark lips, a few purples on the eyes, and sort of wet textures, and still kind of the brows. I think there's still always like that kind of, there's always two sort of looks that kind of, there's never about what is the one trend, because there's no such thing as one trend anymore. There's always like multiple trends within every season. And I still think that you'll see kind of a play on this androgyny, that, the kind of Cara brow, the contouring, the kind of whatever, and then a little bit more kind of vampish color, a little bit more of a sort of
different textures on kind of plays on different types of smoky eyes and kind of luminous skin.
And Britt, do you want to chime into that as well?
Sure. I mean, that was such a great answer. It's day 2.
Hard to top the queen.
Yeah, I mean,
I think brights also, the bright lips.
Yes, the orange, obviously. It was again this morning.
Yeah.
Charlotte did it at Purple. It was beautiful. You know, their glitter. I love glitter, and so if we can get one more runway to show to do it, make it a trend. It was at Adam Selman's show on Thursday. Yeah,
So
let's make glitter happen. Let's say it.
Let's make glitter happen.
Yeah, to be honest with you, it's so difficult really, I mean, we're at the beginning of fashion week.
Yeah, how do you know?
None of us, and to be honest with you, I don't even really know. And that's the key. It's like, it's a moment that when you go in and you work with these designers, they take you on a journey, and suddenly your brain starts like, you know, they might say, oh, I watched this amazing film, I've got this old book, I've got this, and suddenly you look at their clothes, and that's how you get inspired. That's how you come up with trends. Like you were just talking about the sequins at Givenchy, you know, it's like Riccardo Tisci would be saying to Pat, well, you know, this is the trend this season, da, da, da. You know, it's like whatever designer you're working with, they take you on their journey, and that's how trends sort of become. So to be honest with you, we are still at the beginning. Yeah. But I definitely, I think you will see, as in with every season, you still see these kind of neutrals, but I think these kind of fluoropastels, orange lips, you know, that I think glitter's a great one. I love it.
I love the glitter.
Fingers crossed for glitter.
I think glitter's here to stay.
And Sophia, what about you? What are your spring predictions?
Well, it is really early, and you know, again, there's so much going on in makeup right now, so it's always really exciting. But what I've liked and what I think and hope we keep seeing is this play with lips and the attention to lips, that kind of giving lips the same attention that have been given to eyes in the past. And what I mean by that is, you know, we saw today, Charlotte did it at Prabal, where it was the brightest, maddest, coolest lip that, you know, you could have, and you know, just pushing, like at Rag'n'Bone, it was so neon, and pushing the colors and the textures with lips. So I hope I hope that keeps happening.
Matte textures, I think, are definitely coming. I think that sort of feels new as well, like wet, you know, luminous skin, or but matte textures sort of feel a bit new again.
Totally. And Julia, what about you?
Well, Pantone recently released their 2014 Color of the Year, which is dazzling blue. So my prediction is going to be that we'll see a play off of that in nails, maybe different shades of eyeliner, maybe some shadows. I'm not sure, but that's kind of my guess.
So stay tuned, basically.
Yes.
See what's next.
We'll see.
So now that we've talked about the trends that we love and are excited about, let's talk about the trends that we are over. You know, from ratchet nails to, you know, over-the-top purple lipstick. Are there any out there beauty trends that you guys are just ready to put in timeout? Charlotte, let's start with you.
It's so difficult because, to be honest with you, it's all about application. It's about how it's applied, you know, what they're wearing. Sometimes, like, you know, I would say most of the things I kind of hate are like a multicolored eye. Like when you see people with like a parrot like on their eye, you're like, seriously, I do not want to look like that. But actually, you know, if it's applied in an amazing way and you've got a fabulous dress on, and there's like an amazing campaign. I mean, I remember some of the Louis Vuitton campaigns I did where we did all those kind of like 80s parrot colors, but they were stunning. The models and the outfits, and you know, if they're beautifully done, it can be amazing. So I think I don't know, I think it's about taste, I suppose. It's a taste thing for me that I have a problem with, because sometimes actually something that's done in kind of bad taste but in a really beautiful way can be amazing, you know. So I don't really know. I think it's
that's so true.
Yeah. Difficult one. What about you, darling?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think I hate to say like no one should ever try stuff, you know, because it's like,
because you don't know, because suddenly like we'd be like, oh my god, blue mascara, and then we're like, blue mascara's amazing.
But if you think it's awesome, then wear it. I mean, you know, it's all about
exactly. It's about who's wearing it, how you're wearing it, what you know, how you've done it. It's a difficult.
Although I wouldn't be super bummed if nail art kind of like disappeared.
Toned down a little.
To be perfect. But if you love it and you can rock it, then great.
But then you see certain girls rock it and you're like, she looks amazing.
Yeah. So
to each their own.
Well, yeah, no, is that
Yeah. And Sophia?
Ditto. Totally. And you know, the best part about makeup and hair and beauty is that you can have fun and experiment. And if you own it, and I do agree with Charlotte, like there's ways, you know, sometimes taste dictates whether something looks good or not, but for the most part, that's why we love it and that's why we do it. And I hate to tell somebody like, ooh, purple lipstick? No. You know, like if you like it, go for it.
Rock it.
So.
And what about you, Julia?
Mine would probably be the blinged out, just crazy pointy nails that like Rihanna is always sporting. I don't know. I just, personally, I could see those go away and never come back. They kind of freak me out.
I love those.
Yeah, and she looks great, Rihanna.
I mean, it's tricky.
So cool. I could.
Rihanna can rock that.
She looks amazing. And if you took her nails away, it's kind of like she's not Rihanna. She's not as fabulous. You know, it's like I love her with those nails.
Yeah. Rihanna
she can definitely pull them.
But that's exactly the case in point. I would look ridiculous.
I personally would look
crazy in those nails.
I don't know how you type.
No, how do you dangerous?
Okay, I was going to say, let's wrap this question up with Annabelle. What about you? Any trends that you're just ready to be over with?
I think one big trend for fall was matte skin, and I'm ready to see that go, and kind of the glowy, radiant, dewy look come back.
I agree with you on that. I'm going to have to I love the dewy look. I don't get
the matte skin thing. I don't get it. It doesn't work with me. Just doesn't work here.
It makes you look a little like dead almost, because you know you need that luminosity.
It's a fashion show thing.
It's an edit.
We should
exactly.
be sporting.
Yeah, it's like an editorial thing.
It's a fashion thing. Don't experiment at home with it.
Don't do it. Don't do this at home.
This is so sad, guys, but we've come to the end of our hangout. But before I let you guys go, I want to know two things. First, I would love to see if everyone could hold up their nails. Speaking of nails. So I can. Okay, you don't have to if you don't want to. And then also, if you could hold up your card so we can all see where to follow you guys throughout the rest of Fashion Week. So Charlotte, let's start with you. If you don't want to hold up your nails, you don't have to. You can
no, exactly. These nails have worked way too hard, and
they're overworked.
They're beating up on the faces.
Mine too. I have nothing. Sorry, I'm clear.
Yeah.
And where can we follow you guys for updates throughout the rest of Fashion Week? What's your handle?
My handle is I thought it was on the screen. No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's bouncing up
on
screen, right?
Screen?
Yeah. Okay,
at C Tilbury Makeup anyway. At C Tilbury Makeup.
At Birdie Beauty. BYRDIE.
Great.
Charlotte Tilbury.
Thanks, guys. And Annabelle?
Here's my little sign. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, cool. Great.
Oh yeah.
Is that Giselle?
I didn't have any paper at home. I don't own a printer, so I did this myself. I
love it.
poured out of a magazine. So it's Annabelle ANABEL _ATKINSON. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And then my nails are Deborah Lippman Stronger.
Gorgeous.
Love Deborah Lippman.
I saw her on Monday, and I asked her what color I should get, and she told me this. So
from like the nail guru herself. Amazing. And Julia?
I have on Essie cashmere bathrobe, which is like a really great gray color. I try and do a neutral so that it matches all my outfits for the week. And you can follow me on Twitter at Gal Meets Glam and on Instagram at Julia H. Engel. ENGEL.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. And Ashley, hold up them hands.
They're my nails. It's CoverGirl's. It's just a purple, but it's from their new nail line. I really like it. They're really shiny. And you can follow me on Twitter at Sincerely Ash. There you go. And also I'm on Instagram at August Skin.
All right. And Sophia?
I'm showing 3 because it's on the way here.
We've all been there.
Essie after school boy blazer, I think, or I don't know. It's one of their new fall colors. And you can follow me during Fashion Month. I give up all my personal social media, and I am at Allure_magazine. That's both Twitter and Instagram. So.
All right, thank you. And finally, you guys can follow me and everyone else from Team Zoe at the ZOE Report. And be sure to check into the hashtag RZFW for all of our of the moment Fashion Week updates. And thank you guys again for hanging out with me today. And thank you guys to all of you guys watching. And be sure and tune into our next hangout on Monday from the Danny Joe presentation, because we have some really, really exciting guests, including Coco Rocha and the man repeller herself, Leandra. So it's going to be a really major hangout. Thank you guys again for watching, and happy Fashion Week.
Thanks.
Happy Fashion Week.
Bye.